They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. That is a costly penalty on this defense. Now they're dealing with a 2nd and 2. They'll send the tight end in motion. Stop is made at the 36. Let's call it a 5-yard gain and a first down.
Man, you're trying to get the ball to your running back in space, and really good job tossing it on the perimeter. What do you need? You need to set the edge. You got to do a good job with your offensive line. And then you need perimeter blocking out wide to hold their own. Do a good job, hold their own. Nice pop.
Finding some room. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And how about setting the tone right there? Like, you're going to cover this guy coming across the field. Get it to him early on the first drive. Let him know this playmaker is going to be touching the ball early and often, and he picks up the big deal.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Cal! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
It's so challenging to stop the middle of the field passes deep down. You stretch me in these zones. I got to run with you in man. It's always a good idea to run those deep posts, and you could tell they saw it all the way. Receiver, quarterback on same page, gets the big touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Gets rid of it. The little soft flip pass falls incomplete.
What an unbelievable job by the secondary. No pass rush in sight. Quarterback had all day to throw, but they still took away all the options in the back end. Great job.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Barnett. Sets up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
Great awareness that time by the safety. He's obviously spent a lot of time in the film room. The D-line was upfield. It looked like that one might be a big gainer on the running back screen, but did you see how fast the safety came screaming down? He saw that thing coming from a mile away, and he's able to make a big-time stop.
And money down is where you see defenses really understand where the sticks are, play great pass defense, know what's coming, and get off the field.
Takes it on the return. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. All kinds of room to the right. He's at the 10, and he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cal.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Looking to throw, it's Barnett. Got his man on the right. Plows through the defense. Snags it, and there's running room. Past the 30. He's at the 10. He is in. Touchdown, UCF.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Golden Bear offense, ready to start this drive. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Jaron Kiave Songopolatelli pulls it in. It's Hendricks. At the 40, there he goes. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Looking to throw on first down. They go to the wide receiver screen. And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the first down.
Man, this guy's closing in quickly on 100 yards receiving. We're not even out of the first quarter yet. We knew he was going to be a big part of the game plan and the strategy, but every time they've looked his way, he has been making a big play. And that's something the defense, they have to be aware of moving forward.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. The Golden Bears moving quickly to the line.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Makes the catch. It's Hendricks. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now.
That's a first down for the offense.
And the Golden Bears, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. The corners are walked up tight. JKS lets it fly deep downfield. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be second down.
And he misses. How about that, man? Like, it seems like everything he's thrown so far has worked, especially down here. He's already got 2 touchdown passes against this defense. So, guys, I'm kind of surprised when he misses down here.
Caught, and he's got room. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, Because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Throwing Sangapolitelli. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And that is a big-time play. We might go back and circle that one, man. Like, this game is so close. It gets back and forth, right? Like, it can go any direction. Those are the type plays, man. The catch is there to be made. The offense could make it, but the physicality of the defense in the end zone to prevent that big touchdown.
No gain on the play. They tried to run for it, and that defense was ready.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
Hand off from the shotgun. Touchdown, Golden Bears! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And how about this offense? A big situation on 4th and goal, and you trust your running back. You trust your offensive line. You trust the physicality of this unit, and they reward that trust, and they punch it in for 6.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They put together an 81-yard drive, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Fielded in the end zone. It's Jackson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this...
Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Golden Bears. A pick 6. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
And what a great job by the linebacker that time. He's got his eyes on the quarterback, sitting in zone coverage. QB stared his target down. Not only does he pick it off, but he shows you the athleticism, taking it back all the way for a touchdown.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Wasn't quite able to shake loose as he steps out of bounds at the 22. The Knights start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Just feeds the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Looking to throw, it's Barnett. Complete. Runs through a tackle. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Offense still out there, lining up quickly on fourth down. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Motion from the wide receiver. Play clock was down to 5. No need to rush things. Make sure you got it right, so they'll use the timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. A run for the quarterback. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Back to pass, it's Barnett. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
You never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play for them to stay in this football game. And sometimes it just takes one great throw and one great catch to wake you up. They need to score a touchdown on this drive. They need to score another touchdown on their next drive, but maybe that's the play that turns things around for them.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. Wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the right. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Knights! Big time touchdown there to get some much needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. They march 78 yards down the field, and they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He stopped right there. Oh, he might have been a step away from taking that one a long way. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wide receiver comes in motion. Snags it, and he's open.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was an example of what you saw right there.
Tried to fight his way through that tackle when he's brought down.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting the backfield, making the play.
Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. From the gun on third down, Songo Povatelli. On the run, fires downfield. He's got an open man. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Golden Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. Songo Povatelli unloads to the wideout. And that one's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The give from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Golden Bears are in the hurry-up. It's complete to the left. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And, man, it's really nice to see a QB and see the blitz right away. Sees the blitz coming, they come attack, replace it right away, get it to your running back, let him take off. And
here's a little room there. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Cal!
Well, this dude's day just keeps getting better and better. Of course, we've already seen him score once, David, and after that run now, this guy's already eclipsed 100 yards. That's his 2nd touchdown. We're not even done the first half yet.
yeah, the stats continue to pile up. A big day is approaching, and they've had no answers of stopping him. So if I'm the offense, I don't have to overthink this. Like, keep giving it to him. He'll keep making plays, and they'll keep putting points on the scoreboard.
No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Steps away. He'll throw it with the catch. It's Charles. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
The Knights have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Running inside. It's Watson. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Got a little grass. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
3rd down and inches. Everyone in the stadium knows they're going to be physical and they're going to run the football, but they still executed a good level. Not only picking up the first down, chewing up more yardage to make this drive even easier.
The Knights, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He wants to go deep. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it deep.
UCF wants to take a moment. They use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Barnett. Using the quick game. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Timeout taken now by the Golden Bears. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. The Knights in the hurry up. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Makes the grab. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Complete. That should be the final play of the first half. They'll go to the air. A little release to the back. Touchdown, UCF! And they take it in for 6 more points.
That was a big touchdown for them, too, because they're still trailing. They've got a lot of work ahead of them here in the second half, but I think that's going to give them a lot of confidence now going into halftime. I can't wait to see what they do here in the second half.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with the Washington Huskies, taking on the number 17 team, the Georgia Bulldogs. And it's Washington, able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins.
Cal's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive.
The win puts them a game over 500 as this group looks to stabilize its season.
Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to it. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Maybe some room here. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the 1st down.
That's caught. It's strong. Makes a grab and room to run. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a...
Shakes a man, and he might take off. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down. This dude is putting up numbers. He just cracked the 150 mark in receiving yards.
Man, he's a weapon, Reese. He runs routes. He's fast. He's great with the football in his hands, and he can line up in a lot of different spots and run the entire route tree. I mean, what can't this guy do?
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On the option. Now the pitch. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cal. That's his third touchdown of the game, and give him 16 on the year.
And with this long drive, man, they're just showing you what they've been showing you throughout this football game. They can get it done. They can score points. And now, getting later in the football game, getting up by 3 possessions, the pressure is really on.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Number 29, set to kick this one away.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Quick release on the RPO. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
This offense was just hoping for one big play. They finally got it. They're trailing big in this game, and they needed that pitch and catch to put them on the doorstep to make this a game again. Give them credit. They never lost their confidence. They never stopped being aggressive, and finally 2 guys hook up. Massive play for the offense.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. A handoff for Watson. Maybe a crease. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Knights. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. And he made the extra point without problem. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Their lead down to 2 touchdowns as they go back to work on this drive. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Jaron Chiave Songopolitelli escapes the pressure to his right. Caught over the middle. It's strong. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Finds his man in the middle. They finally get him stopped. So dangerous after the catch, but his defense might get a little help from the officials here. This 3rd down a little longer after that penalty. making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Made the catch, but nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, and he stopped right at the line, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. Be curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
And, guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. He gets awfully close to the 1st down, but I think he's going to be just a hair short.
Well, I don't think the defense was expecting run on that one. They were all back in coverage expecting pass, and here's the running back. He breaks through the line of scrimmage, and they just didn't rally fast enough to the football, and they make the tackle short of the 1st down marker, but there's a good chance they're going to be staying on the field here on 4th down.
Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Hauls it in the 1st down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Here's Duke Watson. Touchdown, UCF! And here they come, almost all the way back.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the 2nd half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
There he goes. Bulldozes his way through. He's at the 30. The 10. Into the house. Touchdown, Golden Bears.
And if the defense didn't know, they know now. That QB right there, man, that dude can fly. This offense is so explosive because the guy who gets the football can take off and make big plays at any point on the field, and he shows you how it's done right there.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Jackson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Back to pass, it's Barnett. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The run inside. It's Watson. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but They're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Gets the back moving. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Smashes ahead. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Winning 1st down is such a big deal on defense. Like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that 1st down.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Golden Bears. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
Yeah, and that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
Coming out with it, it's Farmer. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. UCF hoping to get things rolling here on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Caught in the backfield. It's Charles. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
The Knights are moving quickly down the field. Move. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got a man. It's Wade. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Unloads to the right. Right on the money. Smashes through the tackle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. The Knights trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Looking for a man. It's Barnett. Trying to find the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Knights!
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Let's go. Talk about having 1 foot in the grave. This was almost over. They're up by 2 possessions in the 4th quarter, and they got the football. Thank goodness they're choosing to throw the football, not run the clock. Man, we needed that pick. Now it's the offensive.
Breaks into the open. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle for a solid pickup.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Wants to adjust the pattern. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
Down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
He'll take a shot. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the 4th quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their...
He'll try to take it back. Running through contact. He's at the 40, the 30, at the 20. Touchdown, Cal! He would not be denied. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
And that is an outstanding effort offensively to score again. But what's been going on with the tackling defensively, that's been the biggest issue. Sometimes football just comes down to fundamentals or lack thereof. And that's been the case defensively. Just not able to wrap up and get these offensive players onto the ground. 2 huge broken tackles on that long explosive play. And that's been the story for this defense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They've just self-destructed too many times so far already with 3 interceptions in the game. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Caught in the backfield, it's Watson. Still on his feet at the 40. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The Knights will hustle to the line. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Sends it back in motion. To the air, it's Barnett. Working that wide receiver screen. Makes the catch, and he's free. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we've certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. The Knights will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll run play action. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The option, he'll keep it. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding, and they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. The Knights going to go ahead and call their first timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. 3rd and 6 yards to go. JKS. Out of the backfield, he's open. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the 1st down at the 30. The Golden Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it. Ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
To the air, it's Barnett. Release to the back. Got a man, it's Watson. Stopped just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. They almost had another interception. Is everybody clear on who's wearing which colored jerseys?
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19. With the clock running, this should be the final play. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Unleashes one deep. And the pass will be incomplete, looking for a little window dressing at the end, but the ball game is over.